Hello everyone, this is Dr. A Classes. Today we'll explore the geological time scale, a scientific timeline that organizes Earth's 4.6 billion year history into meaningful divisions. The geological time scale helps us understand how Earth's surface, climate, and life forms have evolved through different eons, eras, periods, and epochs. In engineering geology, learning the geological time scale is important because it reveals the age, formation process, and characteristics of rocks which influence site selection, material behavior, and long term ground stability for construction projects. Learning objectives of the course is understanding the geologic time scale as a chronological framework that structures Earth's history into major time divisions, identifying major geological, climatic, and biological events that mark different divisions of geologic time, explaining how fossils, stratigraphy, and radiometric dating are used to construct the geological time scale, recognizing major evolutionary milestones and mass extinction events in Earth's history, interpreting long term changes in Earth's surface, climate, and life using the geologic time scale. What is geological time scale? The geological time scale is a comprehensive timeline that organizes Earth's 4.6 billion year history into meaningful segments. It acts as a chronological framework that allows us to trace how our planet has evolved from changes in the continents and oceans to the emergence and extinction of different life forms. This entire framework is constructed using evidence from major geological events, shifts in global climate, and key milestones in biological evolution. Together, these records help scientists rebuild Earth's long and dynamic history. Divisions of geological time. The geological time scale is divided into four major hierarchical units: eons, eras, periods, and epochs. These divisions helps us break down Earth's long and complex history into manageable segments so we can better understand major events like evolution, climate changes, and geological processes. Eon, the largest division. Eons are the largest division of geological time, each lasting hundreds of millions to billions of years. Earth's history is grouped into four eons: Hadean, Archean, Proterozoic, and Phanerozoic. The Hadean marks Earth's formation, followed by Archean and Proterozoic, when the first continent and early life appeared. The present eon, the Phanerozoic, began 541 million years ago and is defined by abundant fossils and the evolution of complex life. Era, subdivision of an eon. Eras are major divisions of geological time, each representing a significant chapter in Earth's history. They mark major shifts, whether in climate, life forms, or global geological processes. For example, within the Phanerozoic aeon, the time of visible life, we recognize three major eras: Paleozoic era, when marine life flourished and plants and animals first moved onto land; the Mesozoic era, famous as the age of dinosaurs and breakup of the supercontinent Pangaea; the Cenozoic era, the age of mammals, during which modern ecosystem and humans emerged. These eras help us trace the unfolding story of life and Earth through deep time. Period. Subdivision of an era. Periods are a smaller time unit within an era, giving a more detailed record of biological and environmental changes. They are especially important in paleontology because each period has a distinct fossil record. Examples include the Cambrian period, famous for explosion of life forms, and the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, which saw the rise and extinction of dinosaurs. Epoch, the finest subdivision. Epochs are the smallest major units in geological time scale. They capture detailed changes in climate, evolution, and geology. Most epochs belong to the Cenozoic era because recent geological records are more complete. We currently live in the Holocene epoch, which started about 11,700 years ago. Precambrian. Precambrian is the earliest and the longest chapter of Earth's history, covering about 87% of the geological time scale. It includes the Hadean, Archean, the Proterozoic eons, during which Earth's atmosphere, weather system, ocean, and early life developed. Around 4600 million years ago, the Hadean Eon began with the Earth's formation. The surface was extremely hot and volcanic. Water vapor from eruptions formed the first atmosphere, later condensing into the first rainfall, which cooled the planet and helped create the early oceans, marking the start of primitive weather system. By 3800 million years ago, in the Archean Aeon, Earth's crust stabilized and the early oceans supported the appearance of the first one-celled organism. In the Proterozoic Aeon, beginning around 2500 million years ago, life became more complex. Bacteria, algae, simple multicellular organisms, and early jellyfish appeared. The first shelled organism appeared towards the end of the Proterozoic and continued into the start of the Cambrian, marking major evolutionary progress. Phanerozoic Aeon. It represents the current eon of Earth's history and covers the last 541 million years. This eon is known for abundant fossil evidence and the evolution of complex life. The Phanerozoic is divided into three major eras. Paleozoic era, the era of ancient life, marked by the diversification of marine organisms, the rise of fishes, and the first land plants and animals. Mesozoic era, often called the age of reptiles, dominated by dinosaurs, along with the appearance of first mammals and birds. Cenozoic era, the age of mammals, during which modern life forms evolved and humans eventually appeared. Together, these eras trace the major evolutionary step from early complex organisms to the world we see today. Paleozoic era. The Paleozoic era is the earliest era of the Phanerozoic eon, spanning from about 545 to 286 million years ago. It begins with the Cambrian period marked by a rapid diversification of life and the dominance of trilobites. In the Ordovician and Silurian, invertebrates flourish and the first fish and land plants appear. The Devonian period, known as the Age of Fish, sees fishes becoming widespread and the first amphibians and insects evolving. During the Carboniferous, divided into Mississippian and Pennsylvanian, amphibians dominate. Vast swamps, forests form coal deposits, and the first reptiles emerge. The era ends with Permian period characterized by the decline of many marine animals including trilobites and concludes with the largest mass extinction in Earth's history. Mesozoic era. The Mesozoic era, known as the Age of Reptiles, spanned from about 248 to 145 million years ago. It begins with the Triassic period when early dinosaurs and the first mammals appeared. During the Jurassic period, dinosaurs became dominant and the first birds evolved. The era ends with Cretaceous period, marked by the rise of flowering plants and continued dinosaurs dominance until a mass extinction event ended the era. The Mesozoic represents the peak and final chapter of dinosaurs evolution. Cenozoic era. The Cenozoic era, beginning around 65 million years ago, is known as the Age of Mammals. It starts after the extinction of dinosaurs and is divided into Tertiary and Quaternary periods. During the Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, and Pliocene, mammals rapidly diversified and many modern groups of animals and plants evolved. The earliest hominids appeared in the late Tertiary. The Quaternary period includes the Pleistocene and Holocene. The Pleistocene is marked by repeated ice ages and the appearance of early humans, while the Holocene represents the rise of modern Homo sapiens and the development of human civilization. Overall, the Cenozoic era traces the evolution of mammals, primates, and eventually humans. Self-assessment questions. At the end of the presentation, these are self-assessment questions. Go through each questions carefully, answer these questions based on understanding of the topic, review any concept you are unsure about. The questions are: describe the significance of geologic timescale in reconstructing Earth's geological and biological history. Differentiate between eons, eras, periods, and epochs with appropriate examples. Explain how stratigraphic principles contribute to the development of geologic timescale. Discuss the role of fossils in defining boundaries between major time intervals. Evaluate how radiometric dating has improved the accuracy of geologic timescale. Summarize the major events that characterize the Phanerozoic eon. Explain how major mass extinction events are used as markers for dividing geologic time. Thank you for joining this lesson on engineering geology today. Hope you found this presentation informative. So don't forget to like and subscribe the channel Dr. A Classes for more engaging lessons on core subjects of civil engineering. Thanks.